llevar agua potable a lugares donde no la hay, ¿no?
There are so many people out there who don't have access to fresh, clean water.
Which doesn't even have to apply to a third world country. Look at Flint, Michigan. They haven't had clean water for years, and they're in the United States.
Juste en ayant vécu dans différents mondes, je remarque comment c'est une réalité que les gens ont ou ont pas.
At least in India, I see that a lot of parts don't have access to clean drinking water.
It's wild that it's 2017 and we haven't sorted that out.
It is amazing in one sense that this is taking place. It's also not amazing because even the average person who hears about these things and is shocked and scandalized doesn't tend to do a lot to put pressure on their politician or their local water system or other decision makers to actually change the status quo. Actually, since the early 1990s, there's been huge progress in terms of the percentage of people in the world who have access to fresh, clean water. It's just that population growth means that the raw number of people who don't remains pretty much the same because the countries that have the worst water access tend to also have the highest population growth. But I'd say where the real negative trends are going is in terms of water scarcity, in terms of climate change, and the acuteness of water scarcity in certain parts of the world, where water is simply running out. Of course, Cape Town being a vivid example of that. That's a great question. I think that the government should generally be responsible at local and really at local level should be responsible for providing water to whatever the given community is. But since they don't in so many cases or don't adequately, it becomes a case where private companies come in and NGOs come in and try to fill that gap and then get criticized for it. But I think in many cases where governments are under-resourced and or corrupt, it has to be a combination of those three in conjunction with communities to provide real solutions. The investments in those and technologies will pay off in the next 100 years and really benefit large amounts of the population. It's just a question to me really of the small populations that get left out of large systems right now, whether they're going to benefit from any of those things without a concerted effort.